I think most people already know what they need to do. The conversation, the goal, the project, the thing they've been putting off for months. The weird part is that knowing and doing are very different. I learned that when my first girlfriend asked me to hold her hand, and I couldn't do it. I remember sitting through my classes that entire day just thinking about it. My palms were freaking wet. Lunch finally came. We got our food, we stood right next to each other, and in that moment, the whole time I was arguing with myself. Just take her hand. She's literally your girlfriend. But every minute that passed made it that much harder. Eventually, I folded. I couldn't get myself to make the move. And honestly, I felt like a coward. How am I too scared to hold my own girlfriend's hand? At the time, I thought the problem was just confidence. But years later, I realized it was something very different. I wasn't scared of holding her hand. I was scared of being seen, scared of publicly showing everyone that I actually like this person, scared of being judged. Once I noticed that, something weird happened. I started seeing that same pattern everywhere else. When I was younger, all I ever wanted was to be a YouTuber. But for years, I kept finding reasons to not start. I needed a better setup. I needed a better console. At least that's what I told myself. But that was a lie. The truth was that I knew eventually I would have to show my face, and that terrified me. I imagined people from my school finding my videos, thinking they were cringe, laughing at them, laughing at me, seeing me actually try. So I waited and I waited and I waited until eventually I couldn't wait anymore and posted anyway. But then something weird happened. Nothing. Literally nothing. The world kept spinning. Nobody cared nearly as much as I thought they would. It's funny because people are way too busy thinking about themselves to be thinking about me or you. So I posted again and again and again. And eventually, one of those posts hit 10,000 views. That's not a crazy number, but younger me would have never thought this was possible because I never thought I'd actually have the courage to really commit to posting in the first place. Now, you'd think after having posted over 80 videos at this point, I'd be completely over this by now, but I'm not. The same thing is happening to me right now. And for a while, I thought I'd really solved this problem. I'd finally started posting. I'd gotten a little more comfortable with putting myself out there more and being a little more social. But life found a new way to expose this weakness. I've been in the Army for a few months now. And one thing I've had to do constantly that I hate is asking people for help, for rides, for the things I genuinely just can't do by myself yet. And honestly, I really don't like it. Every single time I ask someone for help, there's this voice in my head saying, you're being annoying, you're being a burden. Eventually, they're gonna get tired of you asking. So I always find myself hesitating. But reality keeps proving that voice in my head, that doubt, wrong every single time. People have been more than willing to help me out, yet somehow I still listen to that fear first. But that's when something clicked. What if the problem isn't fear? What if it's what we think fear means? Because every major thing I've learned in life had fear attached to it. Relationships, posting these videos, asking people for help, every single time. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized something. The things I've wanted the most have always been the things that scared me the most. Not because they're impossible, because they matter. And if that sounds like generic, motivational nonsense, I get it. I would have rolled my eyes at that too. But look at your own life. Nobody loses sleep over things they don't care about. You don't spend weeks overthinking opportunities you don't want. Fear tends to show up the most around the things that actually matter. For years, I treated my life like a giant test. Like if I studied enough guides, watched enough videos, prepared myself enough, eventually I'd be ready to pursue the life I actually wanted. But that day never came. The most important moments don't give you time to prepare. They just show up. And you have to decide whether you're going to participate or keep waiting. Every meaningful thing I've done started the exact same way. I felt afraid. I imagined every possible way it could go wrong and how it wouldn't work out. And then I did it anyway. Not because the fear disappeared, but because I got tired of waiting for it to go away. So if there's something you've been putting off, a conversation, a goal, a project, whatever it is, maybe stop asking, how do I get rid of this fear? Start asking, why does this scare me so much in the first place? Because sometimes fear is a warning, but sometimes it's pointing to the very thing you really care about.